Hi, I'll show you 5 profitable SaaS ideas that you can go and start implementing them today. These 5 ideas are not only unique, but they actually fill gaps in the market. People will pay big money for these. I already validated them, so you don't have to. I'll just show you the list of 5 final ideas, but for the full transparency, I'll show you very quick how I do this and the steps that I take to find ideas. First, I find a general idea, and I go into B2B SaaS. I go and find ideas in e-commerce and corporate. E-commerce would be small business owners, small teams, solo entrepreneurs. Corporate could be billion-dollar companies, but with these companies, we're looking for either marketing department, sales department, or HR. And this could be you automating some sort of process for them. Could be finding new leads for sales, or new content for marketing, or finding new hires for HR. And you do want to stay in B2B. You don't want to be in business to customer B2C, because this would be something like YouTube transcript extractor, which is very saturated niche, and just market in general. So you want to be in B2B. After I find a general idea, I validate the idea, I find direct competitors, and I find their traffic, and you want to make sure the traffic is scaling up. So that means they're growing. You can also find companies that have high traffic, steady traffic, that could be 5-10 million monthly visitors, but you want to make sure with those, since they're probably very saturated, you want to find unique value proposition. And when I find these, you want to find unique value proposition. And what it means, your SaaS that you're building has to be either better, cheaper, or both. And what I mean by better, you can go in 2 different directions for this. You can either have a technical edge over your competitors or business edge. Technical edge would be if you're generating, let's say, videos with AI. That would be having a better models, faster models, more models, or just having some sort of additional step of analytics where you trim videos or enhance videos. That would be a technical advantage. And business advantage, that would mean you just have more features, just have a better value proposition, more bang for your buck. And in this video, I'll show you SaaSes for both and how we differentiate from the competitors. So let's get started. 5th place, we have AI UGC generator and UGC ad finder. And what it does, I don't know if you've heard what AI UGC generator is. It basically has AI replaces UGC creators, and UGC creators are user-generated content. Usually ship them your product for e-commerce. They make videos for you. There's problems with that because they charge a lot of money. The content is not good most times because they're not there for net sharing. You just pay them one time. It takes time for you to ship the product, and they give you the product back. There's a lot of issues with that. So these companies basically just replace them with AI models. And I found here's the 4 leading ones. I already validated them, as I said. They're all making good money and huge traffic. And as you can see, all of their AI UGCs are top notch. They're really good. And then this is the 4th one. Basically, this is, I don't want to say it's saturated field, but they're killing it. There's this one makes over 7 million in traffic per month, and how much they charge is $29 to $39. For $40, you have 4K view, and this is 1080. And most people will probably want to export 4K for the ads. So as you can probably imagine, they're making $40 on average per month, or 35, plus 7 million monthly traffic. The average for SaaS conversion is 1 to 5%. So you can do your math there, but they're killing it for sure. So this is the general competitors, and I suggest you can position yourself, as I said, from technical edge or from business edge. I suggest putting everything in one solution and not just generating AI UGC videos with AI, but also finding content. And you have to understand where the e-commerce dropshippers coming from. They want to save as much money as possible and just find the product and just create UGC creators, just have ads. And what I suggest is using a Facebook ads library, which is a huge, it's a library of all the ads running on Facebook right now. And let's take a look. Let's just say this backpack right here, right? This is the UGC AI, and this is a backpack, just travel backpack, nothing special. But let's do travel backpack. And if we search for ads on Facebook, okay, no, that's not what we are. What's going on? Yeah, I'll scroll down a little bit, and we can see that these are the videos of backpacks. People, this is probably the backpack that is being promoted in that video. So what you can do is they have ad library APIs, and I think it's free because this all content is free. You can just get their ads and find the most profitable ads first, and then just create UGC videos with AI. And what I suggest doing is use these AI models for that. You can either have open source models and run them locally, but most people just don't have the hardware for that. So I would suggest using one of these, Halua AI, and they make pretty good videos. You can have, it's minimax.io, I guess, the underlining platform. Just call them with your model name and then prompt, and you can see resolution. And as we saw, these guys charge more for higher resolution, but just specify the specs. The second one is VO3, which is also by Google. Really good model. And what I think, and I kind of know that all of these companies that are killing it right now, they all use these latest models. So it's very hard to find technical edge, because technical edge would just be having a better model or better video editing solution. But you can have a business edge over them by not just generating videos, but also finding the ideas and have all-in-one solution. And you can charge premium for that. Or you can charge the same money as these guys do and just have a huge competitive advantage over them. The next idea is having a webinar scraper and AI LinkedIn clip generator. And what it would do is extract transcripts and videos from webinars, and webinars could be presentations in the company. They could be Teams calls, Zoom calls, Google Meets, etc. When there's a presentation or seminar or webinar, just extract video, chop it up into LinkedIn clips, and just keep posting every day. And what we have for direct competitors, one of them is Clap, which is converts long form video into shorts. General idea, they don't position themselves as LinkedIn or anything specific. Then we have Webinar to Shorts, which actually is the direct competitor. And what we would do is extract high quality shorts for presentations from presentations. Then the third one we have is Opus Clips, which is also same thing. So the question is, how can we differentiate ourselves, right? And what I suggest is creating a unique value proposition, not just have extracting videos, but post generator and scheduling on LinkedIn. And what I mean by that, we have a competitor in here, which is just LinkedIn Content Manager. What it does, simple idea, it's just creates content for you, just prompts. How it works, you just say who you targeting, what's your company, and it will generate posts. I don't think they even have a scheduler to schedule posts, but you can marry these two ideas, and this would be a great business proposition. Not just create shorts for LinkedIn from webinar, but automatically schedule them and write content for them. Have right keywords, have the target audience, and just start scheduling 1 to 5 per day, or just 1 a week, whatever. User can choose that. And the stack is really simple. First, when people upload, you want to have S3 bucket, Amazon. Then you want to transcribe the video. You can use Whisper. It will just extract transcripts. Teams already have this, so you can download the transcript with that, but some platforms don't. So you just need that. It's open source. It's free. Then you need to detect scenes. You can use Python package, which is also free. Then you would need to rank the content for virality. What's the potential of going viral or just engaging? Just use ChatGPT text embeddings. You can cut clips with FFmpeg, which is also free. And then when you have your final result, store an S3 bucket, and then you can do scheduling with LinkedIn with API calls. Complexity is high, but there's huge niche for that, because marketing departments, sales departments, HR departments, they all need to post something on LinkedIn, and it's very hard to be engaging on LinkedIn. So you have to post either memes, work-related memes, or just content, and this would be perfect for them. All right, let's move on. On the third place, we have a comment concierge, and what problem it solves is when you have an e-commerce store and you run ads and you run traffic, people will go to your Instagram pictures, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and they will leave comments. And a lot of times these are just negative comments or people asking for questions. So what we have here, general competitors, we have one called Respondology, and what they do is basically they remove negative comments. They remove negative comments, they remove bots, as you can see here. They just remove. Interestingly enough, they call Respondology, but they're not responding to any of these. And if you check their pricing, you'll be mind blown. They're charging $1,500 per month, and looks like they do manual work, human review. That's why it's so expensive. You can automate it. And we have another competitor here, which is the exact same competitor. As you can see, they remove hateful speech, scam, and leave natural responses. But what I suggest is, for your unique value proposition, have a bot that is trained on your platform, on your brand, respond to comments directly. In this case, you automate the entire process and you cut down by a lot. You don't need a human review to remove negative comments. It's super easy to analyze now, and you don't need to review to respond either. So what I suggest is, when you scrape your comments, you can do it with Apify. Just for each ad, you can automate it, scrape it with Apify, then store all the comments in Supabase. Then you analyze the comments. Is this a comment that is flagged as scam, bot, or hateful speech? You remove them. If it's a positive comment, you can heart it. If it's a question about your company, like, do you ship to Australia, or how much is product A, you can respond to that, or can you give me a discount, and you can even provide a discount. So how would you store your brand voice and rules is just prompts in ChatGPT that you can write them down yourself and store them, and then you can train all your FAQs, all your shipment policies, all your websites, right? You can store that information. And when you respond, Facebook actually allows you to respond directly through their APIs, their Graph API, so you can have your actual brand respond directly to these comments. This is a great unique value proposition, because this is a big problem for e-commerce brands. They struggle with hateful comments, and the pricing on these guys is just huge, because they include human reviews. In the beginning, for MVP, you can have a confidence score. If it's like a 90% scam or above, just delete it. And if it's 90 plus, or it's like 10% confidence scores, then you can review it yourself to begin with, but then you can train your AI models on the comments and say this is scam, this is bot, this is human. And this is a great idea because it's pretty simple to implement. Added complexity medium. Each will not be hard to do this. All right, so let's move on to it. For the next idea, I suggest doing LinkedIn post message writer. And there are definitely a couple of competitors here, but our unique value proposition would just not just write posts or reply or write suggested replies. It would also find people and just have reach out to people on LinkedIn. I mean, this is huge for marketing, sales, and HR. So for general competitors, we have for LinkedIn, it's even a free tool. What it does is just generates profile, super simple to do, and then find trends. It's not really direct competitor because it just LinkedIn, I guess, profile optimizer. And the next one is more interesting is your LinkedIn automation prospecting tool, which basically finds all of these prospects either for sales pipeline or HR, for like new employees, hires, and just sends them messages. So let's go from here. So we know these two companies will just write messages. And the third one is your perfect hire in seconds. So that focuses on HR angle. So I guess you type what you need and it will find you people. Yeah, it just finds you people on LinkedIn. You specify the skills. All right, well, how about we marry these two ideas? Let's have the stack. You find posts or find people on LinkedIn, and then not just have them in your CRM pipeline, but you also just message them automatically with the prompts that know about your company or what you want from these people. Either sales, right? Either you want to, it's a prospect to sell something, or HR to hire an employee. And this is suggested stack. Ingest, you can do data people with Apify or Bright Data. Then you can store all this information in Supabase, analyze these people, post with the ChatGPT, and then have it write messages with ChatGPT. Very easy to implement, just a couple of API calls, but this is a great idea. Let's move on to the next one. And for the final idea, we have micro-influencer hunter and pitcher. And this is a really simple and brilliant idea. Is basically what it would do is just find micro influencer, whether it be YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, and then reach out to them. We have separate tools that find micro influencers, and we have separate tools that send them emails. But what we have here, one of the biggest one is it's a network of influencers, and they have claim they have 160K creators, which means they have a database of influencers. I don't know how often they update it, but as you can probably see, from their messaging here, they script their own database when you looking for the influencer. And the second one is Brand Watch. It's also their direct competitor. It finds influencers online. You can search by trends, but it just finds influencers online and will make you promote them. And then we have on the other side, we have companies like Bravo and Mixmax. There are email scheduling tools, and this is very fancy. Like, this is how you would just build out your email. You don't need any of that when you're reaching out to micro influencers. You just want it to be as human as possible. It's not an ads pipeline or anything. And we have Mixmax, just scheduling tools. And you might think that scheduling emails is extremely difficult, but it's super easy. You just do it with the cron jobs if you host in Vercel, and you just can have ChatGPT or Cloud Code, which I use personally, to just write it for you, build it out for you. But so the idea is you find micro influencers on these platforms, and for the stack, just use Apify. They have scrapers for all of these. And once you have the influencers list, store them and analyze how relevant are they for your platform, for your product, And after that, just send emails with the Vercel, as I said, cron jobs or other services. Just research them with ChatGPT or Cloud Code. It's very cheap. And have the dashboard in Next.js in Vercel for the end customer. But this is super easy to implement. You just need a couple of scrapers, API calls, analyze, and then schedule emails. And emails must sound human, like, hey, idea for your next video, or like, let's collab on the next opportunity, we'll split net profit 50-50, something like that. You don't need to build out beautiful emails. They have to sound as human as possible. So this is a great idea as well. So these were 5 very profitable ideas that you can go and start building out today. One thing I would suggest is, before building out a whole SaaS, build a landing page, optimize it with SEO, and run Google ads to it. And if people are responding, if they're trying to sign up, that will give you a huge confidence boost that this is a potential idea, will be profitable, but also will just give you a green light and to go and build out the SaaS. I also do one-on-one mentorship with a small group of people, 2 to 5 per month. We do similar thing that I showed you in this video. We validate ideas, build them out, and market them together. I jump on the call twice a week with these people. So if you're interested, hit the link in the description. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just leave a comment. I'll reply. Thank you very much.